नमस्कार। आज के ई लर्निंग सेशन में आप सभी का स्वागत है। सो वी रिज्यूम अवर माई स्क्वेयर टॉपिक। सो टुडे वी विल स्टडी द alter command. In alter command we have studied the how we are going to add a particular column. So today we will see how we are going to drop a particular column and how we are going to modify an existing column. And after that we will see the drop command in which we have to delete the table as well as the data. So without wasting any time, we will start today's session. So second one is dropping a column from a table. So suppose you are having a table and in the table there are some columns and user has to drop means user has to delete a column from the table. Then what is the command? So command is, the command is written here. You can see alter, then table name. After that drop column and the name of the column which user want to drop. So here the name of the column has to be done. So we will see the demonstration part, practical part. So I opened the MySQL command line client. You can see, okay. So you can see there is a command line client. After that, just wait for the moment. Yeah. So you can see I have the table named as JStudent and there are 4 columns: roll number, S name, F name and age. So suppose I want to delete a column, let's say age. Okay. So suppose I have to delete this column. So I will use alter table name. Table name is here JStudent. So I will write JStudent, then drop column and the name of the column. The name of column which I want to drop, that is age. And after that semicolon, then enter. So you can see query okay. Okay, query is okay. Now I have to see whether this column is deleted or not. So I will write select star from the table name. Table name is JStudent. You can see the column has been dropped, that is age. And suppose if I am interested to see the description or structure of that particular table, so I will write DESC and then table name JStudent. So you can see there are only 3 columns. First one is roll number, then S name and F name, and you can see here all the values are written for the particular columns. So that's how the particular drop command is used to dropping a column from a table. Okay. So and I have taken the snapshot of that particular example. Earlier in this snapshot you can see there are 5 columns: roll number, S name, F name, address and age. Okay. After that I am using the command of drop, in which I am dropping a column address. You can see I am dropping a column address, and after that I have executed the query. After that I am writing DESC and the table name, and you can see there are 4 columns are coming, means you can see address column has been dropped out. And after that I am seeing the value, and after that you can see the 4 values of 4 columns are coming, not for the address. So that's how the drop command is function. Okay, so next we'll see how a user can modify existing table or column. Okay, so suppose we have to modify is basically a column, because table will be modified when a column have to be modified. So how we are going to modify a particular column? So in this slide we will see how you are going to modify a particular column. Okay, so the command is for modifying existing column. This is the one thing which I have to describe. The column should be existed, it should not be new. You will modify those columns whose are existing. Okay, so the command is alter table, then table name, then I will use the keyword is modify. You can see I am using a keyword for modification is modify, then column name, which existing column I have to modify, then which modification I have to do. If you want to change the data type, you can change the data type. So you have to mention the new data type which user want to save. And after that, the size. If user is interested to change the size of the particular column, so the user has to give the new size. Okay. So you'll see the demonstration part. So you can see now we are having 3 columns. Roll number, the type is integer and the size is 10. Second is S name, the type is varchar and the size is 30. And third is F name, the type is varchar and the size is 25. Now I want to do, suppose I want to change the size of F name. Suppose now the column F name has the size of 25 characters because the type is char, varchar, so it can store up to 25 characters. Suppose I am interested to increase the size. So suppose I want the 30. So I want to change the size of the column F name to 30. Okay. So what I will do? I will use the command modification. So I will use the keyword modify. So alter table and the table name. Table name is JStudent. Then modify. Okay. Now which column I want to modify? F name, size. So next is data type. So suppose data type I want varchar. Okay. Now what size I want to specify? New size. So that size is suppose 30. And then semicolon and then enter. So you can see query is okay. Now I will see the particular changes has been done or not. So I will execute this command desc and then JStudent. So you can see earlier the size of the F name column was 25 and after executing this command it has changed to 30. You can see. Okay. So this is the way how the modify keyword is going to used. Okay. So this is very easy. Suppose user want to change the data type. Suppose I want to change the data type of F name varchar to char. Okay. So here I will write the new data type is char and size suppose I want to remain as 30. Enter and now I will use the DSC. So you can see our data type got changed from varchar to char. So earlier it was varchar and now it is changed to char. So this is the modify keyword. The last topic of today's session is drop command. Okay. So drop command is also a part of DDL command. So what is going to use? So drop command used to delete the existing table and all the data in that table. Now there is one question which can arise because in DML there is one command delete, and in the delete command is also used to delete the data. So what is the difference between delete and drop? In delete we can delete the only data, but in the drop we can delete the table structure. Okay. In delete we cannot delete the structure of the table, only we can delete the data. But in drop we can delete the table as well as the data simultaneously. So this is the difference between the drop and delete command. So now the syntax, what is the syntax of drop command? So you can see that syntax is written here, drop table and then a table name. That's it. So this is a command. So we are going to demonstrate this one. So the table name is JStudent. You can see now we dropping at this table. So when I drop this table, the table will be deleted permanently as well as the data which are residing in that table will be deleted permanently. So you can see drop, then table, and then table name. Table name is JStudent. JStudent, then semicolon, and then enter. Query okay. now I have to see whether this column existed or not. So I will write DESC and then JStudent. So you can see what message is coming. The table student.JStudent doesn't exist. So here student is my database and JStudent is my table. It doesn't exist, means the table is deleted permanently and doesn't exist in the database. So suppose if I want to see the values in that particular table. So suppose I am writing select star from JStudent. So you can see the table doesn't exist, means the table has been deleted permanently and all the data which are inside in the table has deleted permanently. So this is our drop command. Okay. So I have taken a snapshot of the particular session of this practical part. So suppose I have the table of student in which we are having the 4 columns and this is the data which I am having in the table student. Now after that I am executing the command drop table and table name. After dropping this table, then after that query was okay, and after that I am writing select star from student. So you can see in database Punk is a database and the table name is student doesn't exist, means that table student has been deleted permanently, and after that I am seeing the structure of this table. So again the same message is coming. So this is our drop command. So hope you all learned from today's session, and the practical part also I've demonstrated. So in the next session we'll start some keywords in MySQL. You can see the features of MySQL and we'll extend our session on that. And that's all for today. Hope you all like it, and thank you very much.